Mr. Anker?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to ask a question for the record, and it's just a simple yes or no, and this is for you. I'd like to know, did you make an offer, a job offer to one of the candidates? No.
No. Simple answer.
Okay. Thank you for the simple answer. I'd like to take a point of personal privilege for a minute. I've got a statement I'd like to read on the record.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Mr. Mayor, myself and many people across Columbus are greatly distressed in the manner of which you've addressed your mandated charter responsibilities to nominate a candidate for the role of city manager to be the staff leader for our city on a daily basis. Charter reads that you shall have the power and the duty. You knew the city manager was retiring nearly 3 years ago when he entered the drop plan. 3 years and nothing. After he was terminated for cause, you took off months to assess. Then you spent time developing and recruiting a plan and a timeline. You engaged and paid a professional group to recruit. You went on record speaking of transparency and inclusion for the good of the community. You promised a city manager by January of 26. After narrowing 30 applicants down to top 5 candidates, you again kicked the can past your own written timeline to bring forth a candidate for recommendation. You had a clear, non-discretionary duty that you have failed, or you are purposely refusing to perform your duty for political purposes. As a result of this decision delay, you've wasted time, money, and the loss of confidence of over 30 engaged leaders that you asked to help in your transparent process, while at the same time refusing to keep this council informed in your progress of filling this vacancy. Your secretive actions, tone, and dismissive comments have made the problem worse and caused the city council now to push back. You've now indicated you won't appoint until after May of 26. Your actions and misdirection have put our city at great risk for an additional year. The charter says in section 4-201, the mayor shall have the power and the duty, and this is a fair and balanced contract requirement for your position and responsibility to the citizens and this council. The results of your arbitrary decision is that your city continues to endure the legacy of mismanagement, legacy of hidden facts, and legacy of surprise decisions and deadlines which have characterized your administration under your leadership and our former city manager. Our former city manager was removed from his position for a reason. Additionally, we have departments with gross vacancies of necessary staff. We have department leaders who are struggling to overcome failed policies and failed procedures mandated by the past city manager. We have budgets which are fantasies of reality, and they're entirely inadequate to operate the various city services in a prudent, professional manner in which the citizens expect and deserve. Various citizens and business interests across the city report these observations and facts to this council on a daily basis. All of these points only address the immediate problems of the city, and we haven't even started to address the longer problems before council. As you approach the end of your more than 28-year tenure in 26, the city risks inheriting deteriorated financial outlook, mounting debt, and a dysfunctional government structure. This city council receives very little exchange of ideas, dialogue, or direction from you, the mayor of the city. In the next 12 months, if they're not handled with decisive, responsible leadership, these outcomes could ultimately define and diminish your long-standing legacy. Trust goes with the words of transparency that you so often use. And you cannot keep this council in the dark and feed us nonsense without expecting a strong reaction. To all these problems, the first step towards a solution is leadership from a competent single city manager capable of leading a transitional future for our leadership.
Has that minute up yet? Just out of curiosity.
I think I said a couple minutes.
Well,
it's almost up, Mr.
Well,
Mayor.
I'll give you about another 30 seconds and then my time is up.
All right. Leadership from also the mayor and a focused, dedicated city council. That's a 3-part, and we just heard that. So I'll skip to the bottom of it. These steps require your action now, and by not taking action, your duty is putting our city at harm. And I would like you to exercise your duty to this city council and to the citizens and communicate with council. And we'd like that post haste, not kicking the can down the road. So will you make a candidate nomination at the next month?
No. Nope, and we've been through this. Mr. Anker, you're the most reckless individual I think I've ever met. I worry about the people of this community. Certainly, we have some challenges, and I've been involved in some of those. But I've never met anybody as arrogant as you who makes this about themselves. You don't know the process because you were a hired gun. You came in here for one reason. You did it. You got rid of the city manager. You don't know how to hire people. All you know how to do is fire people.
I heard you say that last time.
I
heard you say that last time.
I am
Well,
not,
sir.
we're not going to listen to anymore. You've had your time, and I respected your time. I had to sit here and listen to you just spout lies because you have a perspective that is not realistic. And now I try to answer you, and you're going to cut me off. It's another example of the arrogance and the rudeness that you bring to the table. I tried to warn council when they were putting you on there. I watched it for a number of months as you exhibited these traits. I'm not gonna sacrifice quality for speed for putting in here. And by the way, one of the reasons that we're struggling to try to get people is because of what happened to the previous city manager, a retired individual that then got fired the minute you got on council. Because your quote was, when I asked you if you were going to fire, you'd vote to fire him, you said, shoot, I'll make the nomination if they let me. So a lot of this falls at your feet, sir, not mine. And we're through with this discussion, but there'll be more because you will continue to show the people of this community who you are. Now, Deputy City Manager Hodge, I apologize, ma'am, for making you wait for that.